We're live, pal. Welcome to
Go for the Pin Wrestling Review Show.
With your boys, Mikey Q and
King V, aka Ember Moon Knight, aka Michelle McCool Running, aka Summer Ray Charles,
Mikey Q and King V.
King V, what's going on, homie?
Give your energy and feed that vibe into the world.
Mike, you still owe me a chopped cheese.
I mean,
Hey, Mike.
Go for it,
Welcome to Go for the Pin, episode 87. Yes, you heard that right, 87. With your boys, Mikey Q and
King V, aka RuPaul Heyman, and okay.
okay.
Sorry.
All right, we're live, pal.
We're live, pal. Oh, I've been holding that in the chamber.
I
for some
see.
time.
I see. Glad you got to get that one out. All right. Well, you heard correctly. It's 87.
87.
And if you heard last week, it was 85. I can explain. Okay? I can explain. And this is for the video version people because the podcast version people shouldn't be affected. We have a pre-recorded video with, and I can say it now because it's going to air, with Battle Club Pro's very own Steve Pena.
Yep.
That is set to air right after we leave this video.
Yeah.
Okay, so once we're done here, that will air live. Well, live. It will air live even though it's
Live
pre-recorded.
adjacent.
Yeah, live adjacent. So, and that was actually episode 86 due to technical difficulties on my end.
It happens.
86 did not 86 did not come out before 87. Like I said, the podcast listeners, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. The video people live here, yeah, well, that's why you're getting 87 before 86. I did pass math, and I know that 86 generally comes before 87, but in this scenario, 87 is before 86. We're here to talk about we're here to talk about Hell in a Cell and also In Your House happened. And we're gonna talk some AEW stuff before well, actually, the AEW stuff happened after we recorded last week, so we didn't actually get to talk about it. I do see that DJ Knuckles is in the building, so we'll get Knuckles on in a second here. Also, I think we are expecting another guest. It's just guest galore, you know.
Yeah,
You
we're just
know what I'm
just
even
full.
though Knuckles, is he really a guest? You know what I'm saying? Is he really a guest?
I keep saying he is our unofficial official third member. So
exactly, like I guess. But so you know what? Let's just bring him on.
Yeah, why not? Hey,
There it is. DJ
Hey,
Knuckles in the
all right.
building.
We out here.
We out here.
yeah, we
outside.
are out here.
Listen, I was looking at the ratings for the last 3 weeks, and I think we just might as well just go ahead and
Just add him. Just put him on the bottom.
Right.
put me on the bottom like this.
Ooh.
This is what, like the third week in a row, the fourth week in a row, something like that. Like,
Yeah.
we had a lot of pay-per-views to talk about, you know.
We did.
And you are our official. What do they call the people that write down the predictions and everything? Analysts, maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Analyst.
I like
We're
that.
gonna
I
keep
like
it
analysts.
Yeah,
I'm
right
a
there.
ringside analyst. I'll take that.
I like that. I like that. I like that. All right. Well, you have the results of our predictions. We're gonna get right into it. All right. We're gonna see who did what, who got what. You know what I mean? Did you write down for NXT as well, or no?
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you know what? While we wait for our other guests, we're gonna get right to it. Now we're gonna start with In Your House. It did air first. NXT's In Your House on that Saturday. If my phone would cooperate with me, I would have the results right now. But because we are live and this is technology, I have to talk and stall and hope nobody notices. So,
Well. Well.
Listen, pal. All right, I have it. It's all.
Yes, there it is. All right, let's go.
There it is, pal. All right. This was from the PC. I hear they are leaving the PC to do some shows in Florida. So good, because I hate that Full Sail / Performance Center crowd, like, with a passion. I've hated them ever since NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 1. All right.
Why?
Well, because they was chanting Brooklyn sucks, and I didn't like it. All right, I had a problem with that, because they would say on television, get this, right? On television, when they would promote NXT TakeOver, they would just say TakeOver Brooklyn, right? And everybody at Full Sail hated it. And I remember at one point they started chanting Brooklyn sucks. So you know what we did? We started chanting Full Sail sucks at the first Brooklyn show. It happened. Look it up. It's on that Peacock network.
I'm not surprised.
It's on. Never mind. Shut up. V.
Yes, it's on the Peacock.
Shut up, V.
Yes, it's on the guy.
Anyway, yeah, I was gonna say it.
I am not surprised at all. At all. That's how we are.
That's
just how we act.
Yeah.
Hey, Knuckles, we're glad that you're in a well-lit building tonight. You're usually in a secluded area, so it's somewhere far away. So,
listen,
oh god,
the ratings were high with me in the dark. I could just just imagine. Woo! All this.
Man, they can see your face. All right, let's just get to it. In your house, NXT. We had the family. Okay, Tony D'Angelo with stacks and 2 dimes versus
so bad.
It's
awful. It's
stacks
awful.
And 2 dimes.
2 dimes.
I
20
thought
cents.
I thought what was that stable called on Raw for the longest time?
Was it paid?
Had?
Oh, Retribution?
Oh, I thought those names were terrible. Boy,
oh no, they are. They still T-Bar. T-Bar is still T-Bar, and it's bad. Yeah, T-Bar. Just call him Donovan Dijakovic, but all right.
Yeah.
Or Dijak. Anyway, it was a 6-man tag. Good opener here. We had the family going over here, which means that the family had to join. I mean, excuse me. Legado del Fantasma had to join the family.
Yeah.
Okay. How'd we do? Let's hear it.
Starting out with an L, it just so happens to be the fucking theme for me so hard.
Wait, you had Legado in it?
No, I had what the fuck I had? Excuse me.
He had
it. Shenanigans.
Right.
Oh,
he had it. V had it ending in a no contest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that didn't happen. Okay.
No,
okay.
It did.
Well, sorry, V. Yeah, it wasn't that one. All right.
That one.
Any of them.
Right.
All right. So who actually got this? Did anybody get it?
Yeah, Mike got it.
Oh shit!
Got it.
Oh shit!
I chose Fantasma.
Oh, all right. Cool. Well, let's keep going.
Yeah.
All right. So, how'd you feel about the match?
It was good.
It's good.
It was really good. I expected nothing less from either team, so it was a great opener. I'm really glad they opened with that because I didn't know how it would do on the card, to be honest, because I have my feelings about the show, but we'll get there.
Okay. Let's keep going. Toxic Attraction defeats KC and Kaden for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Well, to retain the Tag Team Championship. Again. Okay.
Not me.
No. None of us got it.
Yeah, you got it.
You got
it.
Yes.
And this is before even watching the Go Home show. I don't think I watched the Go Home show. That's the crazy thing. All right. Because okay, I know what match I did get wrong because I listened to somebody else on this podcast, but it's okay. It might be the guy.
Shade, but yes.
Yeah.
Shade, but yes.
It's okay. I should have just went because you guys thought I was gonna choose her and I didn't. I was like, yeah, let me swerve them. Let me swerve them. But anyway, what'd you guys think of the match? Toxic Attraction retained. What'd you guys think of the match?
Wrong winner. And I'm standing by that.
Okay, but the match.
Oh, the match itself.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It's okay.
You know, I like Casey, Katana, and Kaden.
Yeah.
Casey. I'm gonna call her Casey. Casey. She has great ideas.
Mm-hmm.
She just needs better execution.
Well, of course.
She's a super high flyer, and I get it. And it does. And when it works for her, it works. But when it doesn't,
it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Knuckles,
how'd you feel about it?
I mean, I'm with V. I thought for sure this would be the end of the Toxic Attraction run, for sure. But obviously, if you tuned into last week's show, I don't need to be doing prediction shows anymore. So,
it's all good. It's all good. It's all in fun. It's all good. All right,
absolutely.
All right, let's keep going. Carmelo Hayes versus Cameron Grimes for the NXT North American Championship.
Finally.
We got one? Okay. All right.
Can I just shut it down now?
Well, wait. So you had Cameron Grimes?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Because I wanted to see him and Solo Sikoa go at it. So
Yeah.
I thought there would have been a retention there.
Well, it looks like Solo's gonna be going after Carmelo.
I think that would have been the better match. Sorry. To me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Mandy Rose defeats Wendy Chu for the NXT Women's Championship. Yeah, I know I ain't get that one.
We should have saw this coming.
You give it, you know.
When I just looked at
give it, and you take it the fuck away. not for nothing. Not for nothing. Yeah. I still think that Toxic Attraction as a whole should be on the main roster. I think the main roster is lacking. Yeah. Oh, let me rephrase that. SmackDown is lacking.
Yeah.
You know, without 3 of their top stars.
Yeah.
So, but the match itself, I really like Wendy Chu.
Yeah.
I really like Wendy Chu. I think clearly she's not dethroning Mandy. At this point now I know who is.
Yes.
But and she should.
Yeah.
But the match itself, it was okay. I didn't hate it. Great offense from both women.
Mm-hmm.
Cool match, wrong winner. Once again.
Yeah. Ray, I see you in the green room. We'll get you on in a few minutes. Definitely see you. Yeah. So.
B.
Mm-hmm.
Who should beat Mandy Rose? Just so I can know if we're on the same page or
not. Roxy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 100%. I think it's Roxy.
100%.
Yeah. Especially after she just won the breakout. We're not going to talk about NXT anyway, besides the breakout tournament. So, she won the breakout tournament. So, congratulations to Roxy. And
the right person won.
The right person won, even though Tiffany is talented. I will give Tiffany that.
The right person won.
But the right person won. Now, would she have won if somebody else was in there? Not sure. Not sure, but I think it was kind of a blessing in disguise that that person
for everybody involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because y'all love that big booty white girl that just loves Trump. But it's fine. Because ass makes y'all forget about a lot of shit that y'all shouldn't be, worrying about. But roar, I guess. Fuck out of here.
All right. Okay.
I don't like her. I don't.
All right. I know. Ray, again, we haven't forgotten about you. We'll get you in a minute. I just want to get through NXT real quick.
I'm just saying. She's
Yeah.
nice to look at.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so all right. So Roxy's gonna face Mandy, and actually, so Mandy beating Wendy makes sense here.
Yeah.
If that's where they're going, then it makes sense that Mandy beats Wendy, and then we get Mandy versus Roxy.
But I wish I would have known that before. I wish I'd have known the results of the breakout tournament. I might have not have picked Wendy.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. The Creed brothers defeats Pretty Mid.
Pretty Mid.
Okay.
Pretty terrible.
I'm not
pretty
gonna say
average.
what I thought you were gonna say. I'm gonna leave it alone.
No, I wasn't going there, but I mean,
because never mind me. Go ahead.
It is Pride Month though. But all right. So anyway, the Creed brothers defeat Pretty Mid, Pretty Average.
Oh.
Pretty much turn off my TV when they come on.
Right.
No.
Pretty much go and get a drink.
Pretty annoying.
Yeah. Pretty over it.
Oh God.
They won on NXT this week. I was like, this is pretty stupid.
I like what you did. Yeah, this is pretty stupid. All right. Because Chase, you. All right, I'm sorry.
I love that, by the way.
I had a moment.
I love that.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Chase, you got over with me. I'll tell you that much.
No, I like Chase you.
Yeah,
great.
Especially when he's beating the person up. He's yo, I love it.
This great guy into an episode of Sesame Street, right?
Yeah.
In the middle of the match. I'm digging.
Oh God.
He got it over. All right. How do we doing this? Who got what? Nobody got the Creeds winning. Wow. All right. Well, congratulations.
There's a lot of X's on this paper.
No.
It's okay. All right. Main event: Braun Breaker defeats Joe Gacy. I don't think anybody chose Joe Gacy to win.
We all got this.
Yeah,
we all got this.
That.
We all got this.
We not that. We ain't that bad.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, out of all of the matches, who got these predictions?
Not me, child. Not me.
Oh man.
I almost. Well, Mike won 4-2.
Wow.
The only ones he got wrong was
I guessed most of those. I guessed most of those.
The only ones he got wrong was Wendy Chu and
in the Creed match.
Right. Those are the only ones he got wrong. I'm not even gonna. Matter of fact, y'all see this?
Yeah.
Y'all see my
wow. Wow. Daily activity report, huh?
y'all see that?
Yeah, I do.
Mine looks like if a third grader took his SAT. It's just X's all over.
I know mine. Mine looked like when you fail the test and your teacher put it down face down.
Oh man! Yo. And on that note, Ray, you ready?
Sarah, you did wonderful. Ethan, very good job.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's giving after school.
Yeah, it's giving summer school. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, representing the Raida Raw brand, of course, Ray is in the building.
We out here.
Welcome back to the show. We out here.
What's up?
What's up, man? How you been? How's everything?
Man, I'm just recovering from COVID. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all.
Oof.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how that is. Trust me, I had it, so I know how that is. But
Dang, bro.
I'm glad that you have recovered and you're here and you're joining us this evening. Talk a little wrestling. Also, we do want your take on AEW. Well, when we get to the AEW section, because you was there for the infamous MJF pipe bomb.
Yes.
So
yep.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get there, we gotta talk Hell in a Cell now.
Yes.
So let's do it. Let me pull up this card here. Yeah, just throw that away, Knuckles. You know, yeah, there it is. Did you make it?
No, I just threw it.
Oh, just
yeah. No destination. Destination.
COVID Ray.
Destination unknown.
Destination unknown.
COVID Ray. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
your
no.
boy Bonji.
No. No.
Oh man, not COVID Ray.
Are we trying to top Rey Mysterio 2015? Like,
oh man. Oh, whoa.
Well, I ain't hear that.
Shout outs to Powerbomb Jutsu. Shout outs to Terrell and Dom.
Yo, Ray, he said, "Are we trying to top? Are we trying to top Rey Mysterio 2015?" Wow, yikes.
Oh,
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay, on that
Wow.
note,
Moving left and right along.
yeah, let's just keep going here. Okay. So Hell in a Cell happened this weekend.
It did.
It's it started off. It started off with a triple threat for the Raw Women's Championship. We had Bianca Belair defending against Becky Lynch and Asuka. V, start us off, please.
Okay, so the doll retained, and I'm very happy about that. But that match, honestly, was, for me, I'm speaking strictly for me, King V, the entity right here. That was the best match on the card to me.
Ooh.
I said it, and I'm standing by it, and I'm sticking right beside it. That was the best match on the card for me.
Maybe the best non-gimmick match.
It was the best match on the card for me, and all three women they did so great.
Yeah,
it was great back and forth. Becky being great, Asuka being great, Bianca's special. I've said this. I said this at the beginning of this damn show. Bianca is something special.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that people are seeing it now.
Mm-hmm.
It took a while for some of y'all. It's fine. But Bianca is definitely something special. And that match was just, it was great, honestly, for me. If it was based off the match alone, that pay-per-view would be a 3 count.
Okay. Ray, your thoughts?
So, I mean, I like the match. I won't say it's the best match on the card, but it was definitely up there. I actually think the main event was finally like the best match on the card, but we'll get to that later.
We'll get there.
But with Bianca, Asuka, and Becky, I really feel like all three women like really gave it their all, you know, and I mean it's a Bianca Belair match. Like, where can we go wrong with that one?
Yeah, definitely. Knuckles.
Protocol has been established. I basically can't really add on to anything that these guys said. I do like the ending though, like taking a piece of Becky Lynch and Bianca using it against her. I do like that. Overall, I'm not Dave Meltzer, but that was just about as close to a 5-star match as you can get without getting there. It was not, well, like V said, when you got Bianca in the ring, you really can't go wrong. So, no.
That's very true. Okay. I like the spots. I like the storytelling in the match. I liked the finish as well. A little payback for Becky. And yeah, I highly enjoyed the match. Knuckles, how do we do on that prediction?
We all got it right, obviously.
Okay. All right. Ray obviously wasn't there for it, so you know.
It's all good.
Eric, what's going on, bro? Thanks for watching. All right, let's keep going here. We had Bobby Lashley versus MVP and Omos in a handicap match. Bobby Lashley defeats MVP and Omos after interference from Cedric Alexander, because before the match, MVP pretty much big leagued him. Okay, he little manned him, and, and Cedric didn't like that. Yeah, Cedric caused a distraction, and Bobby put on a hurt lock to MVP and won the match. I'll start off. I thought it was fine for what it was. I didn't hate it. I like, everybody that's involved with it. So like I didn't mind the match at all. I thought it was fine for what it was. Whoever wants to go next.
I'm gonna agree with you, mate.
Okay. Bobby Lashley reminds me of the big dude. Wait, the big dude from The Longest Yard. Which one?
That's not Terry Crews, is it?
Is it? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Will you teach me to football? Yeah, I think you're talking about Terry Crews. All right. Yes, B, you said okay. Let's keep going. Let's go to Ray.
Yeah, I was surprised with V's answer. Because I just feel like, it was a throwaway match. It was like something thrown together to fill space on the card and let people get their bathroom breaks in.
Yeah.
Like I guess like you knew what was gonna happen as soon as Cedric Alexander stepped into the frame. It's like, oh yeah, we know how this match is gonna go. So yeah, it wasn't too much of a surprise. It was average match, I guess.
Yeah. Knuckles, your thoughts and then the results.
Well, for excuse me. First off, the results, everyone got this right as well.
Okay.
Number two, I really, really would have liked to have seen the tag titles defended in this spot. But
Juan G says the real winner is MVP with the diss song. Yeah, I actually enjoyed that.
You are alone in that.
Am I? Oh, okay. I'll take it. It's fine.
yeah, I definitely think there should have been the Usos should have been on this card. I mean, we preferenced it last week saying like, what is this? This Raw presents Hell in a Cell 2022?
Yeah, it definitely Raw presents Hell in a Cell.
Right. And that led to a joke that we will not repeat this week. But
No, we won't.
Everybody go check out episode 85. Yeah, but
right.
Yeah. Okay. How do we do? Everybody got it? Okay.
Yeah, everybody got it right. We're 2-0 right now.
All right. Well, let's see what happens with this next match here. We had Ezekiel, not Elias. Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens. Ray, start us off. What did you think about this match?
Man, that was a definite bathroom break match for me, man. Like,
really?
I walked out the room. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Okay.
I ain't gonna even hold you. Sorry, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Knuckles, go ahead.
Yeah.
What'd you think about this?
It was what it was. Now, if I'd have went with what I would have loved to have seen, I'd have got the prediction right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was just all right. Then it was just like,
all right, dude.
Like you just you're watching the show and you're all interested, and they say following contest is one fall, then you hear
one
Ezekiel's
fall
music.
Yeah. Oh man, Ezekiel.
Yeah, like at this point, I would have preferred Ezekiel Jackson, but
oh man. Hey man, he was the last ECW champion ever. All right,
of course.
So if I could be really honest, to be really frank White, I decided that I was gonna go. I needed to medicate.
Okay. Self-medication. Okay.
See?
Mankind versus The Undertaker, best Hell in a Cell, in my opinion.
Nope, not even close.
It's just because it was the first one that everybody remembers it, but I don't think it's the best one.
Yeah.
No, what? It wasn't even the first one. It was the second one, right? Shawn Michaels and Taker. Yeah, it's Shawn Michaels and Taker was the first one. Bad Blood. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, Bad Blood happened like 8 months before the King of the Ring Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, V. You had to go and self-medicate, is what you said.
Yeah.
Okay. No love for my boy Kevin Owens?
You know, Kevin Owens knows how to turn shit into manure and make things work, right?
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's real sleepy. I'm very estoy cansado. When it comes to this whole Elias Ezekiel thing, like we know it, I'm tired. Okay.
Yeah.
All he did was put whatever wet and wavy in his head and shaved his beard. Like,
wait a minute. So you telling me? Are you telling me that's Elias?
Pink lotion, let's jam. Whatever the fuck you put in his head. Just for me. Like, just for me and just a little bit for you too. And I've gotten to the point where I'm exhausted with that storyline. I'm just like, how long are we gonna milk this?
Right.
I can't believe this. I can't believe you think this is Elias. All right, he looks nothing like him. But anyway, all right.
Kayfabe, brother. Keep it alive, my friend.
But you know what? Like, just to piggyback off of what you said, V, like, I kind of
say, hey, Walter, it's Gunther. Gunther. Well,
but I agree with V in a sense where it's just like when it comes to Kevin Owens, it's like he has consistently over the years turned shit into sugar for WWE, and it's like for me personally, I really wanted to see Kevin leave and like become. It's kind of like to come off of a Stone Cold main event and then go to this. It's kind of like, bro,
yeah,
why?
Yeah,
like why?
Because they have nothing better for him,
right?
Honestly, that's all it is. They have nothing better for him. But
and if it wasn't for the dollar bill, we would not be seeing Kevin Owens on WWE programming right now. Because his options are so broad elsewhere.
Yeah,
New Japan, AEW, Impact Wrestling, man.
Yeah, Kevin.
I'm pretty sure the writers at those other companies are drug free, but
yeah. Well,
see, I didn't say it this time. I didn't say it this
allegedly.
Time. I didn't say it this time.
I'll take my exit on that one.
Oh man. Bonji says because Vince McMahon doesn't care about wrestlers.
Well, we can tell that he fired his own daughter.
Kanye West statement right there.
I said something. I don't think y'all caught it, so I'm gonna keep it.
Nah, I missed that one. We'll catch it on the replay though. All right, so
I'm gonna catch it on the replay and like scream probably because I know.
And now I'm gonna be listening for it.
Well, 34. I'll say it again. Of course, you don't care about the wrestlers. He fired his own daughter.
Wow.
Yeah.
That might have been the other Khan that fired her, but that's a whole nother story. That might have been Nick Khan. But
I mean, they're all.
Whoa! Okay, all right.
See, I was gonna say something about cocaine, and I stopped.
Let's not do it. Let's not.
I already did.
You're working on it.
You're working on
it. That's the thing. He's not working on it. All right.
I'm not working on it. Okay.
Like, all right. Kevin Owens. Hold on. Kevin Owens beats Elias. Oh.
Wow.
Kevin Owens.
Yes, he beats Elias. Sure did.
And there went kayfabe. There you go.
Right.
There it is. Right there.
I mean, yes. Yeah. Kevin Owens beats Ezekiel. How do we do on that, Knuckles?
We had to shut it down at some point. None of us got it right.
Wow. Shout out my boy KO. All right.
The guy you didn't go with. All right.
Damn. Yikes. Oh my god.
Wow. Well, all right. All right.
That really
All
hurt.
right.
Moving on. Finally admitted the truth.
Hurt.
No, I misspoke. Okay, it was Ezekiel the whole time.
Sure.
All right. Okay.
It
Let's
was
keep
Agatha
going here.
all along. Okay.
It was
Well,
Mr.
I
America.
mean, I did it
Listen,
for The Rock. All right, that's all I have to say.
I did it for the Rock.
I'm just gonna fucking leave. I'm just gonna fucking log out.
Oh, and by the way, it was me, Austin. It was me all along.
All along.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right, let's get. That was one of JR's greatest calls. I don't care. That was one of JR's greatest calls ever.
And it has spaces in between it. Son of a.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep going.
Yes.
Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Liv Morgan versus Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley, Edge, and Damian Priest. And then we will talk about the follow-up as well, so we don't have to talk about the whole Raw show. But yes. Who wants to Knuckles? Why don't you start it off?
Well,
yeah.
Seeing the match as it happened, I thought it was good. Then the follow-up came, and I thought
yes,
it changed my whole aspect on the match.
What?
Because if I'm not mistaken, Finn Balor took the pin, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
There you go.
Well, I think that actually makes more sense that he would join Judgment Day.
That's what I'm saying.
He just lost to them. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the aftermath and the following night made the match make sense to me.
They're not Judgment Day. That's a Terminator movie. Call them what they are. Apartment of Purple.
You know, Prince of the Revolution, Paisley Park, whatever. It's just I mean,
I prefer House of Crap, but it works. All right, so let's
wow.
I'm
Wow.
sorry. I actually like everybody involved. I shouldn't. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was about to say, wait.
Mike,
I also like everybody involved.
I like everybody involved. It was just a little joke. It was a little joke. It's all right. All right, let's
come on. I was just kidding.
Come on, yeah, come on.
Mike is working stiff tonight. Man.
No, I'm working snug. And there's a difference. We definitely talked to Steve Pena. Everybody that's watching this, if you don't know, we have an interview with wrestler Steve Pena coming up, and he actually talked about the difference between snug and stiff. So you guys might want to, no relation to Veer. You might want to see that coming up.
Damn it.
I'm fucking out. I'm fucking leaving.
I had a joke and I kept it in.
Good night.
He said good night.
Oh man.
Hey,
covered up the whole screen.
Come back.
Oh.
Yeah. Come back. He's here. Look, he's back.
Hey.
He's right there.
So fucking tired.
Right.
See, the difference between working snug and stiff. Mike is working snug. I always work stiff. Wow, that sounded bad.
All right. So,
Veer
is Veer there? Ray, do you see Veer anywhere?
Nope.
Not over here.
All right.
Ray, is he over there with you?
Ooh.
Nope.
Oh
sure?
god.
Mike, how about you?
No.
This has gone to hell.
Not over there
We are
with
in
you?
the bad place.
Hey,
Ray.
you did it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. No,
I walked into that. I did. I definitely walked into that.
You really did.
Oh man. All right. I don't know where Judgment. Okay. How do we feel about the match? I thought it was good. Good 6-person tag here.
Yeah, I think it was really good. Like the match, the way the match ended and the way they concluded it the next night. I thought it was all tied together. Like for once, they tied everything together.
Yeah. Yep. V.
So I like the match. No problem with the outcome. I'm shocked that they did this so soon.
I think there's a reason. I think Edge just wanted out.
Oh, I was gonna say, is he
Yeah, I think
hurt?
Edge wanted out. Like,
I'm like, is he hurt? And like, I don't know
no.
what's going on.
From what I'm hearing, it wasn't his vision. Like they want them to do like supernatural stuff, and he's not with that. So he was like, "All right, just take me out. I'll be babyface. Like, just take me out."
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
what I'm hearing.
It was a creative difference.
Yes.
Go figure.
Yeah. Yeah. AJ Styles got busted open hard way, pretty badly. Like towards the end of the match, and they did their best to, cut away from it. WWE wanted to add in the Disney spectacle. Yeah, I mean, well, if you listen to the reports, it's going to be sold to Disney within the next few years, so that's a whole nother story. Yeah, I like it. I like the turn by Finn. I liked getting Edge out of there and having this group. I like how they did it, where Finn comes out there. I'm still thinking that Finn, and of course I'm talking about Monday Night Raw now. I'm still thinking that Finn was going to he was gonna swerve them, that he was gonna act like he was journeying, and then it was gonna be a setup. But no, the swerve was we're kicking Edge out, and that was pretty cool. Like we need to get rid of what's holding us back, which is you. And then boom, like it was good. I enjoyed it. It was good. And now Rhea is going to go on to face Bianca Belair at the next pay-per-view. I'm sure that we will do predictions on Money in the Bank in the future, but when Rhea won, which I mean she kind of had to after the turn on Edge and everything like that, like you had to put Rhea over at that point. That does two things, right? It gives Bianca a real solid opponent for Money in the Bank, but then it also opens up obviously the Money in the Bank winner, so which could be Liv Morgan,
right?
We'll see. We'll see what happens if they continue to push Liv.
If they do that, I called it.
Although in my opinion, I think they still did the push for Rhea a little bit too early. I think they really should have saved Rhea for like SummerSlam, only because you have two powerful Rhea Ripley was the hottest thing right before the pandemic, and then you have Bianca Belair, who was the hottest thing post-pandemic. So it's like you have them meet right at SummerSlam, and then you have like that. If they really want to sell tickets for SummerSlam, they would have those two in a match and not have them touch before then.
Yeah, I think from what I've heard, they're doing Becky Bianca again at SummerSlam the right way this time. From what I was hearing. So if they're saving that, then I guess they see. My thing is though, I don't necessarily want Bianca versus Becky again. I think she had a solid win at WrestleMania. She's now beat her in a triple threat. If you want to do another match, do it on Raw. At this point, we've seen it on pay-per-view a bunch of times now. Do it on a Raw and just have Bianca beat Becky again. It'll add to Becky's downward spiral, that she's been on. She lost to Dana Brooke. Like, what? I mean, I don't know.
Hey, Dana Brooke's no pushover now.
Yeah, but she's not Becky Lynch. Let's be honest, right? Like, she's not Becky Lynch.
Sure, we can say that, but let's, as the Dana Brooke advocate here, let's put some respect on her name.
We can respect her, but also
let's put some respect on Dana Brooke's name.
Okay, I respect Dana.
But at the same time, I get it. She is the 24/7 champion, and honestly, as good as she's been with it, nobody really takes that title seriously. She does.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Literally.
I know. But she takes it serious. Clearly, she takes her work seriously.
Dana's
too bad other people don't. Too bad other people don't, which is unfortunate. But I think I don't want Becky Bianca again. I think Rhea and Bianca should be the way to go. I don't think. Well, this is going into predictions for Money in the Bank. I think that we can build a feud between I was about to say Becky with Bianca and Rhea, and have that go on for a long time, like a Trish Lita thing, like a Rock Stone Cold thing. If they do it right, it could be that next big feud, like in wrestling or in WWE, for instance.
What, Bianca and Becky?
No, Bianca and Rhea.
Rhea.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
If
I
they play
agree.
it right.
I agree. I think this opens up the door for other opponents. Bonji agrees with you, V. But I can definitely see Rhea, Bianca. I don't want to do predictions right now for Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just go ahead. Go ahead, Knuckles. You don't have to raise your hand, bro.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but SummerSlam is the pay-per-view after Money in the Bank, correct?
Yes.
28 days after Money in the Bank.
So, if it was so easy for them to eliminate unifying the tag titles to make a 6-man, maybe you can get some Street Profits in here somewhere. Maybe.
I feel like that's where it's gonna go.
Seeing that it's a 3-on-1 right now, because the visual after all was like, oh, Bianca, ooh,
Yeah,
help, mama. You gonna need somebody call the law. You gonna need some help.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it as, maybe they will hold that match off till SummerSlam and kind of let the Street Profits fight the Usos at Money in the Bank, and then Usos come up short, and then they join in with Bianca, seeing the whole Bianca Montez Ford connection, and do a little six-man kind of gimmick in between Money in the Bank and SummerSlam, and then eventually you get Rhea and Bianca at SummerSlam. Because I agree with Ray. I think that's a caliber match that does need to be on one of the 4 major rivers.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like either SummerSlam, WrestleMania, or the Rumble or something. But yeah, I agree with Ray when he says that. So I think that's the only way they can go with that, was kind of put it on the back burner and insert somebody with her, because she's gonna have to have somebody with her. It can't just be 3-on-1 all the time. Not with somebody as strong as Bianca.
I agree. Okay, how do we do on the predictions?
What match is it?
This is Judgment Day versus versus Liv, AJ, and Finn.
Yeah, we all right on that one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Nice. All right, let's keep going. Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss, no holds barred. This was better than expected.
Huh?
Yeah, so Happy Corbin versus Madcap Moss. Maybe we didn't predict it. Maybe it's probably not on. They might have added it after.
Yeah, they added it on that Friday, remember?
Yeah, so okay, well, we didn't predict that. So but this was actually better than expected. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. V, what'd you think about it?
Let me tell you about that good old plant medicine.
You hanging out with Sasha?
Ooh.
Yeah, just like she did, I skipped out.
Oh, it's a good match,
I found something better to do.
Okay. It was good, in my opinion. Ray, what'd you think about it?
I think it was a good match. I'm very high on eccentric, hilarious Moss. I'm very high on him.
I really like that segue.
Yeah.
High, yeah.
But no, I think he's a good wrestler. I would change his name, but I like the new persona he has. I think he should take Theory's place, to be honest with you, because I really don't see a future in Theory, but I see more of a future in Moss. But going back to that match at Hell in a Cell, like, you know, I think Moss really like showed off his you know, his talents, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Knuckles.
Yeah. I think I enjoyed the happy go lucky Madcap Moss. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It's just like I like the way I see wrestling is if you're 6'7", 295 with 4% body fat, I don't think there should be anything funny about you. Like I don't like you didn't see Brock Lesnar coming out here telling knock jokes when he debuted. I mean,
no, but they did have.
But
they did have Brock doing comedy when he turned babyface. There's some comedy Brock Lesnar stuff.
That was only for the Kurt Angle.
Exactly.
Kurt Angle, the Eddie Guerrero stuff too. I remember him wearing like a sombrero or something. And,
oh yeah,
yeah.
The little one.
The mariachi band is
yes. Yeah.
Ooh,
but that was similar to him doing the like boombox with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Okay, now that was funny.
That
was funny. So I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
but yeah, I think Madcap needs to have. He can still have that laid back persona where you know he's chill. But I think there has to be and I think it's finally starting to kick in. There has to be a serious side to him.
Yeah,
where people will actually start taking him seriously. I didn't take him seriously at all when he was with Corbin. Like I could care less. I really didn't care if they were on my television screen, my phone, my iPad, my laptop. I could not care less. But now that he's separated himself, I think they're gonna give him a little bit of an edge, and you know, people start taking him more seriously to where he can be in actual serious stories and compete for titles and things like that.
Right, I agree.
Okay. Next we have Mustafa Ali versus Theory. Theory's defending his United States Championship. Mustafa Ali lost in his hometown. Theory is still champion. Let's start with Ray. You want to start? Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm gonna start because I'm gonna start and then I'm gonna go. So I was still enjoying my the fruits of my labor.
Yeah.
And
free Ali.
You know,
free Ali turns backwards.
I like Mustafa Ali. I'm sorry I skipped the match, but I also care about the well-being of young children, and you know, Austin Theory shouldn't be around people under the age of 18. So yeah.
So Ray, how you doing?
That's where you just start looking. Oh, Ray's down there. Yeah, all right. Ray.
All right.
Oh, so we're the Brady Bunch now. Hey, like look diagonal, like
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
So yeah, that's my that look. I don't do creeps in wrestling, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay. Ray, Knuckles, any of y'all can go. I just want to say my piece.
Time out. Wait a minute. Time out.
V, I'm sorry, bro.
What?
I can't even see that from me. Hold on.
I don't have my glasses on.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna make the screen bigger.
V said Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, I know. I see.
Oh man.
because I knew I wasn't gonna watch it.
Oh man.
And that's not. It has nothing to do with Mustafa Ali.
Right? Yeah. It's Mustafa Ali, in my opinion, is another victim of circumstance.
Oh, I got the people mixed up.
Wait, what happened?
Who did you get mixed
I got
up?
the people mixed up. Okay, never mind.
Jesus, Knuckles.
So you just
okay.
But yeah, Mustafa. What you thought Mustafa Ali was Jinder Mahal or something?
No. V knows what I'm talking about. I think V gets where I'm coming from.
Oh my god!
All right. How do we doing this?
Please.
So B had
I
Mustafa Ali.
Yeah,
I lost.
I had Mustafa as well. Mike had Theory, and I really wanted to go with Theory, but like I thought, just because of what happened to Mustafa in storyline over the last month, I was like, they couldn't possibly let this man go without a win. And I thought that about another match too, but we'll get to it.
Well, you know Brown, but
and then the next night, I see John Cena's coming back. I was like, "Oh, Mike was right."
Yeah, yeah. Well,
how long is Mustafa Ali's contract?
Oh, I'm not sure. I think
I'm
he
not
recently
sure.
signed the new one, like so it might be a while. It might be a while.
I'm just gonna Google it.
Yeah.
All right.
Says, use my Googles.
Well, as you're doing that, we're gonna go to the main event here. Cody Rhodes, who it was announced earlier in the day, he had a torn pec, and it looked brutal. I mean, it was nasty. And you felt for him. But yeah, Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins inside hell.
War games.
War games.
This blood and guts now.
Blood and guts, yeah, blood and guts.
So many sound bites just happened just now. It's just like, oh.
Oh, and on a side note, Mustafa has 2 years left on his contract.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has a while. All right. So Cody shouldn't have been wrestling. That was terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to, apparently.
It was his choice too.
Now I can't not and we're live, so I can't remember if we actually covered this part with Steve Pena. Steve gave his opinion on that as well. So you guys want to check this interview with Steve Pena coming up.
Yeah.
But okay. So what a match, first of all. I just want to say, man, Cody is tough as nails. Like I give him so much credit for that. I mean, and I said it after this match. I said, in everybody's career, there's a defining moment, and I feel like this was Cody's moment. This was his defining moment that is going to make him a legend in his business, and not just based off of his name, but off of him. What a performance. I mean, not only did he perform, he went out there for 25 minutes and they killed each other. You know, I mean, and I thought it was one of the better Hell in a Cell matches of the last few years. Like I was really impressed by the efforts of Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Cody Rhodes gets the win as I thought he would. I thought they was booking it exactly how they did Triple H and Batista from 05, and it looks like that's what they were doing. So and Seth doesn't lose anything by losing. Everybody was going crazy if like Seth Rollins loses another match against Cody. Like, where does he go? Seth Rollins is a strong enough personality and a strong enough heel, as we saw on Monday Night Raw when he took out Cody and put him on the shelf for 6 months in storyline, of course. That he's gonna be okay losing to Cody Rhodes. Like, it's no shame in losing to Cody Rhodes. And I just thought it was great. I love the fact Cody finally hit the pedigree after not just 2 months of teasing it. You got to go back to AEW when anytime he'd hook the arm, he was teasing that pedigree. But then he would do like a bag breaker or a tiger driver or something to, you know, or a pile driver, something else to kind of like, you thought I was going to hit it, didn't you? You know what I mean? But he saved it for when it mattered. And for the right person, Seth Rollins is Triple H's boy. So it all worked out. I love this match. Whoever wants to take over from here can go ahead.
Well, I guess I'll go and I'll make it short because you basically put it in a nutshell. I will honestly say, and you made a good point about these wrestlers having defining moments. I thought in the world of Cody Rhodes that match with his brother
Mm.
some
Yeah.
years ago.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
that was something that really like tugged at me. And
Yes.
I said to myself in that match, I said, man, Cody is gonna be a star, and Cody is legit. Like he just went what did he go 35, 40 minutes? 40
Yeah.
minutes
About
with his
25.
brother?
With his brother. Yeah. About half.
With his
Yeah.
brother. Yeah, he went about
Yeah.
35, 40.
Oh, with his brother, it was like 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I know it was long.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be the defining moment for Cody. But then I sit here and I watch what he put himself through Sunday.
Yeah.
And like it got to a point where I didn't even want to watch anymore. I was like, what is he doing? Like this could be this man's career. Like I was like literally, yeah, and sitting here looking at it now, I was like literally cringe. Like when he took the jacket off,
And you heard
I was
Yeah,
like,
you heard the crowd.
the
Yeah.
crowd was just like, oh no.
The crowd really did say, yeah.
Yeah, the
This is
crowd
old
was just
shit.
like, bro, what are you doing? And like,
Looks crazy. Yeah.
and you know what? And this is just from my point of view. Normal wrestlers with an injury like that wouldn't wrestle, but I think Cody is wrestling because in his mind, if I were Cody, I'd be like, you know what? You gave me all them terrible gimmicks back when I was here the first time. I'm gonna show you now what you had and what you didn't use by giving me those terrible Stardust and dashing Cody Rhodes. You had a star then, but you didn't use it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out here with a severely torn pec and a quarter of my body a whole different color, and I'm gonna show you what you had. He went out there and put on a show. Like
Now,
the respect level for Cody right now is just
yeah, definitely. Now, Bonji has a question. Well, kind of a statement. It's phrased as a question, but it's a statement. How does a fully healthy sports entertainer lose to another sports entertainer that doesn't have full use of his arm? Because it's wrestling.
Look at the
the
rotation.
magic of a professional
It's professional wrestling.
Yeah.
But I love that added so much of an organic story to the match. You can't book something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't create something like that. That natural emotion that you know that this guy is in serious pain and
legit
pain. You can't. No story is going to equal a real life event like that. Movie magic, yeah, WWE magic. Ray, we all kind of had a chance to.
So, for me, it's like I feel two ways about. I'm still not completely sold on Cody being a main eventer.
Really?
Yeah. I know I'm one of the few people. I feel like I feel as though Seth Rollins put the work in to make Cody look like a main eventer at Hell in a Cell. I'm not saying that Cody doesn't have talent. I'm not saying that Cody isn't a good wrestler, but and maybe it's also maybe a little bit of my AEW bias speaking here too. But I'm just still not sold on Cody being. I mean, that match was good, but it wasn't like I've seen better Seth Rollins Hell in a Cell matches compared to that one, in my opinion.
But the narrative is different, though.
Yeah,
the narrative is definitely different.
The narrative. Go ahead.
And
go ahead.
For me personally, what made the match good, because I don't think anybody saw this, but Seth Rollins was crowned world champion in NXT by Cody Rhodes' father, and he wore the polka dots to the ring as well. Now, Cody never became a world champion while his father was alive. So it's kind of like, I feel like Seth Rollins really made the story at Hell in a Cell rather than Cody Rhodes did.
But in this classic case of protagonist antagonist.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Because I mean, Seth came